Animal consciousness.
The planet Earth and the miracle of life. This delicate celestial body is our home, and home to countless other animal species. This program is dedicated to all the animals and the everyday heroes who make life better for the animals. Animals have unique personalities, states of consciousness, and emotional lives that may be different than those of human beings, but are no less valid. Every individual matters and makes a difference on how we treat animals. We hope to celebrate that animal consciousness and celebrate your consciousness of animals.
Wild horses are a symbol of beauty and freedom. They belong to the American people. Wild horses need to be protected and not eliminated. Our government, the Bureau of Land Management, BLM, wastes millions of dollars destroying thousands of horses. Cattle, oil, and mining industries control our public lands, and they want these wild horses gone. Craig Downer has a vision to save the American wild horse.
I was born in Nevada, and I grew up among the wild horses, and I came to really admire the spirit and magnificence of the free living horses and burros too. I became involved with wild horse ante to save these animals and to gain their respect among the general public and especially among the government and ranchers who were persecuting them and hunters. So I grew up on a Mustanger horse named Poco, and we had many wonderful adventures. I developed a great bond with this horse, but I also felt that he yearned to be free and to be with his own kind. So something evolved in me, and I went on to become an ecologist at the University of California, Berkeley. And I started delving into the history of the horse family in North America and their ecological niche. And I learned that they're actually one of the most anciently rooted, and that they fulfill a wonderful niche, as does their king, the burro, who also originated in North America. And I became very concerned about their persecution, both before and after the law, the Wild Free Roaming Horses and Burros Act was passed. They are a vital component of the ecosystem who complement the other species. And I became very identified with these animals because of their beauty and their magnetism, you might say. I became their champion, became very identified with them. Consequently, I grew very resentful of the lies and the prejudice, misinformation campaign, which was aimed at displacing them from their natural freedom. So I vowed to set that right, and that's why I wrote this book, The Wild Horse Conspiracy, which took me over 4 years to write. I feel that if enough people truly read my book and take it to heart, it will make a big positive difference for these wonderful animals, and that people can learn to share freedom in the land with such wonderful animals, because they deserve it. And I urge people to read my book, The Wild Horse Conspiracy. You can get it on Amazon.com, and it's now an ebook, and you can get it in color for a very reasonable price. So please contact me. I'm trying to get support to do a reserve design proposal now, which will present to the government and outline the areas where we can create natural, complete habitats for long-term viable populations, and it will be naturally self-sustaining and naturally self-stabilizing. we're going to turn things around, and people are going to learn to share. And when they learn that lesson, they're going to discover that their quality of life is going to greatly improve. Well, I think there's a very deep bond a very deep relationship between mankind, of course, and the horse. They were domesticated about 7,000 years ago. There are strong feelings about keeping them in their place, keeping them controlled.
We also talked to horse rancher Nick Illia.
These horses are being used for one thing, greed and money. And there's no call for this. And that is the main reason why I got involved with these animals. These wild horses now are being rounded up for one reason. They say there's no food and that in there. Well, I spent 7 years there at that feedlot as the property manager, and horses they brought in used to be fat as butterballs. There was no reason for them taking them off the range.
Horses are an indispensable part of our ecosystem, that they are healers, that they heal both the ecosystem and people, that we cannot disregard them or their need to be free and to live in their natural habitat, that this is a crucial challenge for us, and that if we fail at this, we will fail at a very major level, and this will carry with it dire consequences.